Hey guys,
How you doing, bud?
how we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
How was it today?
It was a good day. I mean, look, we'll go in, clean it up, see what we got to see. Thought some of our core stuff we did pretty well, which is exciting. And then obviously we put some stuff out there, just trying to see it. Not necessarily game planning it, and but when I coming off the field, Rich, I think our core stuff, things we've been working on a lot, I had some success on, so that makes you feel good. And it's never as good or never as bad as you think. So get in there this afternoon, clean it up, and I think for the young guys, it's a unique opportunity because you've got to practice now against these guys that you're going to play, right? And that obviously doesn't happen during the season. So you really get a good scouting report and can scout yourself. Hey, what did I do good? What did I do bad? So I think it's a great opportunity for everybody, but really the young guys too.
Eagles a big talented front. How do you feel like the offensive line held up in pass protection?
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't sit here and say it was great or bad. I thought that we did some good things, and but there's obviously going to be some things we can clean up. But overall, like I said, I thought it was a pretty good day.
David, when you think about those things that kind of clean up off the top of your head,
Yeah.
I mean, do you have any, some fundamentals things or double teams or what the fixes might be?
It's hard to say fundamentals because that stuff you can't really feel necessarily out there all the time. But I think we had one kind of like a miscommunication on one play, which wasn't a catastrophe, but obviously those are one of those things you want to clean up. And you get away with those sometimes, but that's not a winning recipe. So, there's things like that here and there, but overall, like I said, I thought it was pretty good day, pretty competitive day. Got a lot of good work in, and stuff like that, which on the joint practices, you want. So.
David, when you have a sort of a rough 2-minute drill there, how does this sort of take come away from that?
Yeah, I mean, look, had the ball on the 8-yard line with a chance to score, so I wouldn't say it was that rough, but you always want to finish the drive with a touchdown, but like I said, we moved the ball and had a chance to win. That's what you want, and we'll see what we can do better.
Nick has been.
Nice to see Christian Barmore back on the sideline.
Yeah, it's good to see him, and I remember going through all that stuff, so I think it's good for him to be around the guys, and I know he's probably missed it.
Are you getting a feel for, having the 5 guys out there that you guys want to have out there when the regular season starts? How do you feel like you guys have gelled?
Yeah, I think so. And for all of us, it's a new system, obviously. But I think City's been doing some good things. I enjoy seeing the young guys. Right, I talked to him the other day, like progress and things like that, and how much more he's seeing things versus last year to now. And we were laughing about it the other day, and that brings me a lot of joy. And obviously Big Mike Chooks. Chooks been a great addition, and obviously getting Big Mike back and having him inside, I enjoy that. It's a big guy next to me, so I'll take that. So look, we'll see what happens, obviously, and there's going to be times where obviously it's a long year, injuries, things like that. So, but you want to try to be the most consistent up front you can.
What are the biggest things you learned about yourself in going against an opponent like this? What are the biggest benefits and what have you learned about yourself?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's different, right? Different rushers, and you kind of get to a point in training camp with your own guys, like it's kind of, stalemate-ish up and down, right? They know you, you know them, you know what they're going to try to do, so seeing different bodies, different schemes, things like that, I think is a huge success. Joint practices, I've always enjoyed them because of the competitiveness and coming together as a team. And obviously, there's some where you get out there and it can be, not good. And but overall today, I thought it was a great competitive. Both sides of the ball. Obviously, don't know what our defense did, but I thought obviously got a lot of good work and saw something different than what we run offensively. So overall, I think there's a lot of benefit to them.
From the quarterback position, you clearly were the best of the best. In your eyes, how would you assess Drake's development at this point?
Oh man, you want me to be the GM? You can ask Gerard that question. Look, Drake's done a good job, coming in trying to learn. I think he's had a great mentor, Jacoby. For a lot of reasons, Jacoby's played in this offense number 1, so that's a huge success. It's helped me out a lot, and so I think having someone like that to lean on is huge. Because I did have to do that my rookie year too. So I think that's been great for Drake, and obviously I think he's done a lot of good things, and we'll see what goes happen.
Two more. Simple practices with officials, and obviously, we saw them a lot today. But how valuable are these opportunities in practice with officiating crews going into the season in terms of what they're looking for?
Yeah, I think so because Like yesterday, I know I got called for a hold, and I thought it was a pretty good block personally, but and I've had some conversations with them about that, but that's good, right? Because like, hey, why? Like, I don't understand. Like, what could I have done differently? And I think if you have try to use it to your advantage, right, and respectfully have conversations with them and like understand what they're trying to look for, and things like that. Because I was like, I don't know what else I could do that play, and he was telling me, I'm like, I still think that was a bbad call, but and the guy worked in the SEC too, which is kind of ridiculous. I should have got some home cooking there. So, but no, I think it's invaluable because there's a lot of things, right? Whether it's the tackle alignment, right, and now you get into week 1 and he's been lined up in a position all spring to camp and thought he was good. Now he's an issue, different things like that. It makes you be honest, about play clock, other things like that. So I do think it's really good having him out here. And I think if you use it to your advantage, it's a big help. Or if you can just sit there and be mad at them, tell them it was a bad call, then you're not really getting much out of it.
Okay, last question. Flags to generate some of those conversations. Do you feel like this time of year? And do you feel like
I think so. I mean, and look, they're trying to figure it out too, right? Like they haven't called a game in 8 months. Sorry, Karen. 8 months or whatever it is. Like, so they got to try to figure it out too. And sometimes maybe and different crews call different things different ways, and that's part of it. But like they're trying to get all their rust out too, and so things like that. So like I said, I think it works both ways.
do you feel like it was cleaner today? Mayo said yesterday he just felt like it was a sloppy.
Yeah, I definitely think. Yeah, I think so. I thought operationally things like that. You have those days in training camp you don't want to have them, but unfortunately it's just part of it some days. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.